if you're going to change people's lives, if you're going to bring people into your coaching program, a couple of things I want to teach you. One thing I want to teach you today that you can use and to really just expand your business and really grab a hold of extra clients. And this is going to be real important because if this is something that if you'll spend $10, $20, $30 a week, you could easily bring in, if you're a high ticket coach, another $5,000, $10,000 a month just by using this one secret. And here's the key. This is a secret that sounds neat. And when you do it once in a while, it's fun. But when you do it week after week, steadily, continuously doing it, it will absolutely change the way that you do business. So the $2 book secret to sell coaching, if you're just coming on board with us, hit the share button, hit in hashtags below, say, Wayne, send me the PDF. I've got this all broken down exactly how we do it, from the books that we order, how to send the book out, the automation, word for word, what we say, everything. This is something I teach exclusively inside of the Wealthy Coach. But if you want a copy of it, we're going to pull that out of that content out of the Wealthy Coach program and give it to you. The $2 book secret to selling coaching. Now, I'm going to also, while we're doing this live, I'm going to jump over to a couple websites. I'm going to attempt to show you at the same time that I'm teaching you. So give me just a moment to try to get two screens working on this bad boy. Okay, guys, if you're a coach or a consultant, hit up in comments. If you're live with me now, just hit in comments where you're at. I look forward to hearing from you. So here's the thing. If you're a coach or consultant, you're talking to somebody, one of the easiest things to do is in the end of the call to go, hey, let me think about it. This may be for me. Let me talk to my wife. Let me talk to my dog. Let me pray about it. Whatever their excuse is, whatever their reason is. Maybe it's a legitimate reason. Maybe you're an $8,000 program and they got to get financing. They got to, whatever it is. $20,000 program. Maybe they don't have $20,000 on American Express. They're going to go through financing. Then what you want to do is keep that enthusiasm high. Do you understand that enthusiasm has a half-life? So where's their enthusiasm at? How do you keep it high? How do you keep it continuously thinking about you and what you can do for them? So if you're a coach or consultant service provider, if you can change their life, they need to know that. And so I use a couple of secrets. One secret is using what I call the $2 book secret. Now, in all fairness, the book's going to be $2. You're going to spend about $2 in shipping. You may have $5 in this, but just go with me, and then we'll share with you how to do this. Okay. So let's talk about real estate coaching. Let's just use that as an example. Maybe you're working with realtors as an investor. You're working with realtors. You're a realtor. You're working with clients, whatever it is, and they're on the edge of doing business with you. Imagine they get a nice thank you card in the mail. That's nice. Yeah, I got a thank you card. Yay. Okay. That is okay. But there's so much more. Okay. There's so much more than you can do than a thank you card. What if instead of a thank you card, they received an envelope in the mail? They open it up and there's a book in there. And what's on the book but a little Post-it note that says, hey, really enjoyed our conversation. Again, a Post-it note, really enjoyed our talk, enjoy the book. I think you'll enjoy this. Something along them lines, something simple and quick. Now, if you think about a book, it could be $10, $15, $20. That's kind of a lot. If you're doing, maybe you did 5 strategy calls this week, and maybe 4 of them were thinking about it. Maybe one bought. Hey, Wayne, I sold 20%, but I'm at $5,000. Made $5,000 for the week. Great, but what about the other 4? So one of the things to do is get their mailing address while you're on the phone with them. And the way you do that's real simple. Hey, I'd love to. First of all, we always go for the close and the enrollment. If you see the enrollment's not going to happen, listen, I really enjoyed our information. I'm going to definitely email you what you're looking for, whatever the follow-up process you have. And then I would say something along the lines of, hey, by the way, I would love to drop something in the mail to you. What's your physical mailing address? What's your best mailing address? I don't say, where do you live? What's your home address? What's your mailing address? Same thing, but it sounds better. What's your mailing address? When they give me the mailing address, then I can go and I can pull a book that I ordered from, I use a couple different sites. One is Book Depot. I'm going to share that in a minute. In fact, let me get it set up where I can share that. But bookdepot.com is the one I would recommend. So let me share. Okay, good. Can you see this? So bookdepot.com. Now, a couple things on Book Depot. You've got to order a good amount of books. You're not going to order 2 books. I think there's a $100 minimum order and there's some shipping. nonetheless, you can get the books really, really cheap. If you look at this, becoming a real estate agent, it's list $18. They got it for $2.50. The sale, $3. There's some that's even, listen, unprecedented. We're talking about the president here. $1 for that book. But you can go through and you can type in almost any area of interest. One of the things that I have done, you'll see that I've already got it there. The little engine that could. The little engine that could. Now, why would I want to bring up a book called The Little Engine That Could? What has that got to do with selling coaching? Let me tell you why. Many people are like, Wayne, I love this. I'm so excited. I want to work with you, but I'm a little nervous. I mean, $5,000, $20,000, whatever price point you're at, it's a lot of money. I'm really nervous. Can I do it? Here's the key. If you have not, maybe let me look at financing. Let me look at next quarter budget. Whatever their answer is. What if at the end you got their mailing address? Yeah, mail them a thank you card, quick. There's a lot of apps. You can go on there and type it in and boom, they'll mail it to them instantly. So use that. But then what if you jumped over here and you sent them this book? Check this book out. You can. So it's not the original, Little Engine That Could, but you can. Words of Wisdom from the Little Engine That Could. It's a hardcover book. It's not paperback. That's really impressive. Hardcover, $12.99. Look at your price, $1. John, this is where I really love to use this book. John, I enjoyed our conversation. I really did. I know there was a little bit of concern if you could do this, if you could accomplish what I'm asking you to accomplish. But I believe in you. In fact, this is a book that I read to my children, and I thought you'd like to have a copy. Enjoy the book, and let me know when you're ready to take the next step. Or enjoy the book when you read, and this is really good, especially read pages 25 through 42. So give them a little bit, maybe don't ever read the whole book. If you give them an assignment, even a small assignment, and they follow through, it's compliance on a psychological level. Number two, it's like, oh, wow, he really thinks this would apply to me, these pages. And he or she, and they'll actually read them in most cases. Are you with me? Okay, so this is a very important book for $1. So you've got $1 in the book, maybe 50 cents in shipping and getting to you, maybe $2. You may have $5 in the book. Okay, $5. Here's another one. Check this one out. Okay, this one is on the same premise. I knew you could. I knew you could. Okay, it's hardcover, $12.99. It's $2.25. I knew you could. So imagine how funny it would be. Just think about this. To send them this book first, and then when they sign up with you, send them this book. Let me tell you what would happen. They would never, ever, 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 ever forget you. Does that make sense? You would be their favorite ever coach because you encouraged them and then you celebrated them with shipping. $10 maybe? So let's go back to the original number. Let's go back to the original number real quick. Let's say you talked to 5 people. 4 said no, not now, let's talk later, whatever. You got a 20% conversion rate. Now, some of you are boasting, I get much higher conversion rate. That's okay. We're talking about a $5,000 product here. This $5 coaching program. Out of that $5,000, I want you to imagine that you mailed 4 books out. And you did this for 4 weeks in a row. So you mailed out 16 books. It cost you $5 a book with shipping. Now you're up to $80. And you mailed them a thank you card beforehand, right? We're going to mail a thank you card, then the book the next day. So they get a thank you card, then they get the book. So now you're up to $100 in extra advertising cost, $100. But you got 16 people that you've mailed a thank you card for taking time to talk to you, and you've mailed that book. And those 16, just 1 out of the 16 says, you know what? They wanted fence. They were thinking about it. And that just took them to the next level. It took them over to the next level. They said, I'm in. That's another $5,000 if you're at a 5K coaching program. That's another $60,000 a year, and 99% of that's profit. Do you see? You're not spending more on Facebook ads. You're not spending more doing a webinar. You're not giving more to an affiliate. You're just taking more by doing this through the Book Depot. Okay, so on the Book Depot, I'm going to go back to the main page. There's other sites. You don't have to use just the Book Depot. But I wanted to give that as an example. If you're a fitness coach, let's say you're doing a fitness coach and you're teaching keto or something related to keto. I want you to look at this. Let me blow this up so you can see it, because this, again, is going to be very important. Here is, I love soft cover books, but if I find anything that's paper, that's hardcover, is even better. And here's what I love about hard. You can click here, hardcover, and because it just has more of an applied value. It just feels better when it's coming in the mail. So here is a hardcover. Check this out. Hardcover Keto Zone diet. Now, a couple things. Make sure they're not teaching something. So buy a couple copies yourself. Make sure they're not teaching something against what you would teach in your own coaching program. Does that make sense? Okay? You want to make sure they're teaching what you're teaching. Also, make sure their book is really a book and not just a sales letter to bring them into their program, because you want them in your program, okay? All right, so check this out. Dr. Colbert's Keto Zone, $21.99 list, hardcover. You can buy it for $4. If you have a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, even if you have a $1,000 course, how many can you give away? The Fat Burn Fix, the 28-day keto cure. Let me tell you guys what's amazing. You could actually, now, use this with wisdom, use common sense. You could literally buy one of these 28-day keto cure and say, hey, we're going to cover all 28 days of this book, the first 28 days you're in our coaching program. You could literally take that content and create a coaching program around it. Are you with me? Okay. So that's if you're keto. If you're in sales, maybe you're teaching sales, persuasion, marketing, whatever it is that you're teaching. Look at this. 21 Secrets of $1 Million Sellers. The Lost Art of Closing. These are these hardcover? I think these are all hardcover. Yeah, these are all hardcover. The Lost Art of Closing. And here's what I would do. Here's another thought. Let me give you a thought on this book, because I'm telling you, I probably disagree with 90% of what's in this book and haven't even read it yet. I would say to them, I've included a book. I want you to do something. I want you to read this book. Maybe to pick up a few ideas. But of the few ideas, I've got 9 personal problems with this book. Now, I haven't read this book, so I can't say that. But I got 9 issues that if you follow the content like in this book, it's going to hurt your sales. I'm going to take page 27, 39, 38, 41, and 121 or whatever, and I'm going to show you where they're missing it, where they're wrong, and where complete reversal needs to come in place. Are you with me? And so you're giving them a hardcover book which shows dominance. Understand? The book shows this person knows what they're talking about, at least psychologically, they're kind of postures them, and you're telling them why this book could hurt your business. Okay, this is extremely powerful. Top Performance, Zig Ziglar. Everybody loves Zig. How to Own the Room. There's different things in this. What I'm trying to tell you that you can use inside of this. Order $100 worth of books. Now, what I do is I order 5 of one, 10 of one, 20 of one. I don't do any specific order. One thing, this is one book that I ordered from them at one time, Drawing Solutions, and really is how visual goal setting will change your life. Talk to anybody about goal setting. I can say, hey, this book's, maybe I'm not even trying to recruit them into my coaching program. Maybe I just want to say, hey, I think this was a good book. So a couple weeks ago, I met a gentleman, met him for coffee, and we talked about coaching. And I went back, met him a second time, talked about coaching. And I said, hey, by the way, do you read? And I just happened to have this book with me, right? It's one from the Book Depot. I said, listen, I thought you were a reader. You may want to have this book. And guess what we did today? Now we're actually setting up the coaching program. So sometimes it's not a one-call close. Sometimes you meet with people 2 or 3 times, but they end up coming on business, doing business with you. So the $2 secret to book coach, to selling coaching. I want to give you the complete PDF. So just let me know if you want a PDF. What a PDF is, what books I recommend, when to order them, the time to get them to you, and then exactly what I say in the thank you letter, exactly what I say in the card, and how I set up some automation to even follow up with another book. It's really powerful. So, guys, if you have any questions, I would love to be able to help you. That's the $2 book secret to sell coaching. And again, what if you could sell another $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month using that? If this is your first time seeing us here, thanks. Hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. The Wealthy Coach 2.0 case study. Let me know. December, we're working with 10 and 10 only. So 10 coaches to help them get to $10,000 a month. And so we're going to give you the complete breakdown. There's a special pricing on all of that. So let us know. Just jump over. If you want more information on any of that, then I'm going to ask you to go to howtosellcoaching.com. Howtosellcoaching.com. Check out our case study, put in your email address, see what we have. I appreciate all of you for being here today. This works. This works. Go to the Book Depot. If you Google Book Depot, it'll show you a couple other sites you can go to. Order the books. It's going to take you a couple weeks to get them here. So go ahead and get them, find them, order them, get them here, and you're ready. Also makes great Christmas presents at a good price. Thanks, guys. Make it